a little less mind control, absolutely no less screwed. This week on The Hapless Heroes.
No. Taste it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. I'm Francesco, and tonight I'm going to be your host and DM once again as we continue this creepy dungeon delve. Starting on my left, we have a wonderful cast of characters. We have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, the no longer mind-controlled.
Are we adding that to my list of
Temporarily.
of titles? What is that god-awful sound?
Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer.
There seems to be some sort of crystal method to this madness.
Wow.
I guess I didn't know.
Wow.
I guess I didn't know.
All right, let's get busy, children.
Dave as Zero, Valen's Avatar of War. Oh, God.
As reason just starts spinning up.
Of course. Zach as Peridot Lincoln Woods.
Hey, it's me. I've got nothing really important to say.
And John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Did that thing sound like pregnant to any of you?
Speaking of strange sounds, you guys had broken the mind control spell on Quinn, who was hearing some strange sounds in his brain, as well as on a few Omega Project scientists that were down one of the caverns. Well, I mean, okay.
We knocked
true.
the other two out.
You knocked the other two out. So at least
And
for the
then
moment.
left them.
Right, and then left them with the non-mind control dude.
But they had soup.
With pregnant soup, yeah. And decided to take a different path down into this mountain, and through the cavern you uncovered. Crossed some narrow gap. There are more to come, but however, before you get to cross the rest of those, you heard a terrible sound coming down from this narrow chasm.
How long is the chasm?
Well, I mean, between you and the next sort of, I guess, gap where there's more boards to cross. It's about 10 feet wide, and I'd say like the distance between the two like drop-offs is about 50 feet.
Okay. So wait.
So you guys have essentially a 50 by 10 space to work with right now.
Okay. But this wasn't 60 feet, so I'm going to use Divine Sense
Okay.
when I hear the thing.
Undead.
Okay. So I can tell there's an undead 60 feet ahead of me.
Yeah, not only can you tell that, but this sound gets louder, and you see what kind of zoom over your heads, all of you guys, what appear to be four. Are those brains with wings?
Can I try to attack a brain with a wing?
Before you do that,
Are you not like bothered by the fact they're brains with wings?
I sense undead.
we are going to instead roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh wow, that sucks.
So, starting off this encounter, these brains with wings
Flying brains.
swoop over your heads, and you can kind of see a few of them go towards some of you guys. Let's see. There's 5 of you, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Quinn, Hedrick, Peridot, and Jarrell are each going to have one of these weird brains with wings swoop down on you. You can tell that it almost looks like there's a tiny mouth that's like opened up in the front of the brain. And the wings are sort of grafted to the side of it, and like the edges of the wings like kind of like they're like sort of like hooked, and they have like almost like claws.
How big are these things?
I mean, these look like human-sized brains
Okay.
with wings. So like brain bats.
Right. Got it.
First, they're each going
good band
to attempt to claw at you guys.
I mean, we already had bad brains.
Right. But brain bats is like bad brains and the aquabats all put.
Modified 20 against Quinn. I don't think, less than 10 is not going to do it against Hedrick. 16 against Peridot? Don't think so.
Oh yeah, against my armor now.
Yeah. And a 14 against Jarrell.
Nope.
Okay, so just Quinn. It's going to take...
Can I make that a disadvantage of my protection fighting style?
I mean, I've already announced the results.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to take... 7 slashing damage.
I am going to parry,
Okay.
which means when I take damage, I can use a.
Yeah, usually Peridot uses this guy.
Yep.
Right.
I remember.
You know, I don't really go into melee.
Right,
you know,
use your
stuff
superiority
often,
die.
But that's why I'm starting to go first more often.
Because you're having fun with it.
'Cause I'm having fun with this. So I can roll a superior die
To cut the damage down.
Right. Nice. Oops, where's my cheat? So it is 5 plus 3, which means I take 8 less damage, which means I take no damage.
Yeah, you parry the attack. However, you still must make me an intelligence saving throw.
Hooray! Not so hooray. 19.
Okay, you kind of feel almost like some sort of pull, like almost like psychic pull at your brain, like inside of your skull, but you resist it.
Yay.
Hedrick, make me an intelligence
Can
save.
I let them know that I feel something weird.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, everybody who even was swept down upon, whether you were hit or not, make me an intelligence save.
I got a 9.
Peridot, what do you got?
7.
And Jarrell?
14.
Okay. So, Hedrick, you're going to take 2 psychic damage. Peridot, you're going to take 9. And then, Hedrick, what is your intelligence score?
10.
It is now 0. And you're not dead,
Just brain dead.
but you are stunned until you gain at least 1 point of intelligence. Peridot, what is your intelligence score?
17.
17?
Mhm.
Subtract 9 from that.
Okay.
So your modifier now becomes whatever that is.
Cool.
Great.
So effectively,
news. Good
Hedrick,
news
you
for
are
me.
incapacitated, automatically fail strength and dex saves, and attack rolls against you have advantage. So Hedrick is out.
Damn.
Kind of feel this like sort of horrible like pull at your brain, and then obviously it just lights out. Okay. Hedrick.
So what do we see?
You see Hedrick drop to the ground.
Is he like blabbering like hamana 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 hamana?
Hamana.
He is now. Hedrick, we're going to skip your turn.
Humana.
And Peridot, it is
Yeah.
your turn to act. These things are trying to fly away, but you still may be able to get a good crack at one.
All right, I'm gonna try to get a good crack at one. How high above the ground are they?
You could probably make a good leap and hit it. Like they're
Alright.
just about like they're about 10 feet up.
I'm gonna make a good leap and hit it.
I believe you will.
All right. Gonna come at it with Jamiroquai. I'm a longsword. And that is a 20 to hit.
That's definitely gonna hit it.
And that is gonna be a double hit, maybe. Yeah, that's gonna be a double hit.
So that's both 2 attacks.
Yep,
Mhm.
2
Okay.
attacks, and it's 19.
Okay, tell me how you kill this thing.
Ooh. This thing gets sliced in half, and corpus callosum severed. It cannot control the entirety of its body because it can't, connect the 2 hemispheres of its brain.
And it just flops dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see this like weird ooze kind of fall like not like blood or anything like that, but it was like almost like something that was like stuffing the center of this brain. And it just like
Is
kind
it
of-
fudge?
It's very thick.
Oh, it's fudge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not just brain stuffing.
No.
And let's see. Oh, damn it! I forgot I had 3 attacks per action.
You have
Yeah.
so many attacks.
There's none other. Well, actually, you could probably, since you're running, you still have your full movement. I will give you. You can use your bonus action to attack, because at this point, like the single action attack is like you don't have something within 5 feet of you. You can smack alongside of it. But I will give you your move and use your bonus action to offhand attack.
Okay. Offhand attack with my.
Are you attacking which one? Like there's one on Quinn, Hedrick, and Jarrell.
Oh, I'm gonna attack the one on Hedrick,
Sounds good.
and that will be 19 to hit.
19's gonna hit it.
And that's gonna be.
Which one's this one? Defunk or Denoise?
That was Defunk.
Okay.
Denoise, I don't really carry around anymore very
I
much.
mean, Denoise is still there. It's just you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
Anyway,
sentimental
that,
value.
that is 10 damage.
10
that I
damage.
dealt to that one.
Okay, it takes 10 damage.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, sounds good. 0. You are lucky enough to not have anybody attacking you.
Nope. And a clear line on the remaining 3.
That is correct.
Good. I got 3 attacks.
Yep, and your finger's back, so
Yep. And it's red, so it goes faster.
so you're doing 1 on each of them.
Yes.
Okay.
So first is 18 against armor class.
Okay, so you hit the one on Quinn.
I hit the one on Quinn for D10 plus 6, so that's 8 piercing.
Okay. Now the one on Quinn was the one that was already attacked, correct? I'm trying to remember.
No.
No.
Only Paradol killed one.
Nobody's attacked one on me.
Oh yeah, thank you. No, yeah,
Paradil killed one, but then
Paradil
he
killed his,
attacked
and
another.
then he attacked the Hedrick
Hedrick's
one.
one. Sorry.
The Hedrick one. Okay. Okay, good. So my second attack will be going against the Hedrick one.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 5 on the die plus 12, 17 against AC.
17 does it.
17 does it for D10 plus 6. So that'll be 10 piercing.
Okay. Surprisingly still alive.
Okay. And for the last one, which is on Jarrell, we're going to be doing a sharpshooter shot. So the -5, so it'll only be a +7 to hit. On top of a 12, that's 19. So that's a flat 10 plus D10. So 15 plus 6, so that's 21 against that.
21 to hit.
Yeah, 21 damage.
21 damage against the one on
On
Jarrell.
Jarrell,
It's
yeah.
dead. What does it look like?
Bolt just goes straight through the middle and bores like a 2-inch diameter hole right through the middle of it.
Perfect. Yep. Flops to the ground again. Similar, thick, oozy substance comes out from the hole in which it was shot through.
All right.
Quinn.
I had a thought on that. I'm going to notch my short bow,
Uh huh.
and I'm going to attack the one coming after me.
Yeah, because it's trying to fly away from you right now.
It's a 12, but I'm going to use my lucky feet. Let's reroll that. Oh, okay, good. It is now a 24.
Yeah, that definitely hits it.
Sweet.
Okay. You fire your short bow.
4 damage.
Okay, it takes 4 damage.
I am going to then give Bardic Inspiration to Jarrell.
How do you inspire Jarrell?
Do what you do best.
Sounds
Destroy them.
great.
That is not the right die. Where are my deeds? Over here.
Okay. Lovely, Quinn. Jarrell.
I thought so.
Swinging away with the Sword of Justice. I'm going to use your inspiration.
Hey!
And yes, that hits.
How do you know?
Because it's like 27.
You didn't say the number, so I didn't know what it was going to be.
And you're attacking the one on Quinn.
I am attacking the one on Hedrick because Hedrick is currently paralyzed by this thing.
That's
Yes,
cool.
correct.
Oh, that's fair.
Stunned.
And I will use a first level. I'm not even sure if I really need to. How bad does this thing look dead?
Yeah, it's pretty injured.
Okay.
Oh, because I'm using them as
So it's
And
10,
I did say it's undead, so
10 slashing, and so 6 radiant damage on top of 10 slashing, so it's only 16 damage.
yeah. I mean, I just wanted to let you have your fun rolling the die. How many? How do you kill this thing?
Again, so excited to kill something, just inspired by Quinn. The Sword of Justice just glows so bright and just turns this thing into, like, liquefies it.
Yep. Yep. Somehow that weird thick substance also.
And what happens when you throw spaghetti at a wall
Yeah, that
is what
happens.
this thing is now.
Sounds good.
It leaks fudge.
The last one
Right.
here is going to attempt one more attack against Quinn.
And I wouldn't be able to get to attack that one, right? It was too far away, because I have 2 attacks per action. If it was
Right.
too far away, I could.
It's too far away.
Okay.
Quinn, I think a 21's going to hit your AC. Make me an intelligence save, please.
I nat 20 that.
Okay, perfect. You're going to take 12 slashing damage, but you resist the effects of this thing attempting to penetrate your mind.
Okay, I'm going to parry that one again.
Okay.
So I take 5 less, so I take.
22 minus 5
7.
is.
You said 12.
Did I say 12?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said 12.
I was like, where did 22 come from?
I wanted it to be
So
22.
12 minus 5 is 7.
Okay. Takes 7 slashing damage. This thing begins to try to fly further away. Quinn, you get an opportunity attack.
I am going to. Is he close enough for me to melee it?
Yeah, I mean it's like it's
he's
trying to fly away from
attacking,
you.
right?
It just tried.
Yeah.
It just clawed you, and you parried it. So I'm giving you the opportunity to try to stab it as on its way out.
I'm going to. Well, I've already got my short bow out.
If
so
you
I'm gonna-
if you want to use your reaction for this.
Well, yeah.
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 Okay.
Aha.
Just giving him the choice.
15.
We'll hit.
So we're. And he takes 8 damage.
How do you kill this thing?
The arrow.
It would have to be a melee attack.
Oh no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be a
It's
melee?
an opportunity attack. You're stabbing.
Oh.
Like you have to be melee range unless
But
you have like
so then
a ranged
rule of putting away my short bow to pull out a melee weapon. Then
I don't care.
okay, all right, just double checking. Okay, so never mind.
Finish
so
him.
I take my. You know what? I'm just gonna palm the short bow and pull out my dagger.
And just like stab it with the
And
dagger.
I'm just gonna like literally chop off one of its wings, and it
Mm-hmm.
just spirals into the
Perfect.
abyss.
Yeah, it's dead. So,
Do brains make noise?
it doesn't.
Oh, that was they were making that noise.
Yeah, it really
it's more
does sound. It can't really. It's not capable of doing much besides apparently sucking air through whatever like weird hole
Okay.
was in its
Done with
brain
that.
body.
So now that we killed all of them, is Hedrick not?
He's stunned, babbling completely unintelligently.
So wait,
Unintelligently?
what fixes that?
His intelligence is 0, so you know.
What does that sound like? Do we have a reminder?
It's probably just drooling.
Taste it.
Taste it.
Oh god.
Oh my.
And without context, the possibilities are endless.
I will let somebody who wants to try maybe I will give you either a nature,
So wait.
history, or medicine check to figure out what the
Okay.
fuck happened to Hedrick.
I'm gonna go for a history check. I'm gonna go for a history check.
Go for it. Your intelligence is also still reduced.
Oh right.
So you're now, let's see, you were at
You're
17.
-1.
Minus 8, you're at -1 to your.
You
But
were
I
still
am,
inspired.
I am proficient in history.
Okay, so -1 plus your proficiency.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 17.
Oh, damn.
17.
The thoughts are more strained, but you know what this is. You've read about these, but you've never seen one before in real life. These were And also, you've never seen one with wings.
Hmm.
These were intellect devourers.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that that's what they do, is they feast on the brains of people. But these also didn't seem... First of all, you've never seen one with wings.
And I've
second
never
of all-
seen one filled with fudge.
Right, exactly.
That was the weird part.
Yeah.
I think.
But you know that it's going to take some pretty strong magic to restore your intellect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And return the fudge.
Yeah.
The delicious fudge.
Yeah.
Thick, creamy fudge. Taste it.
So, do we? Do you know where the rest of these things would be, Paradil?
Let me.
You've never
think
seen
about
you've
that.
never seen any with wings before, so you have no
Yeah.
fucking idea where any more would be. You just know that that's what these are.
I've never seen any things like these, especially with wings.
So,
So I don't know
how
where
do they
they
get
are.
around without wings?
They usually like bounce. And
They usually have
sometimes
like
they
little like
slither.
almost like little legs attached to them.
Think
with
like
little
little
legs.
Digimon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a Mr. Potato Brain.
But it seems
Making
like
little-
it seems like the mode of locomotion on these was, instead of legs, wings.
Sometimes they have like little motorized scooters.
Okay.
They shoot like banana peels and tortoise shells at one another.
So Lesser Restoration does not.
Does
solve
lesser
this problem.
does this lesser restoration restore any abilities that have been reduced?
It does not.
And then unfortunately, they will not help.
Oh, and you guys were supposed to be making all those saves at +3. I'm sorry, I forget to remind everyone.
Well, it's too
Well,
late now.
Yep.
I can't shoot or smack him back into intelligence. And unfortunately, I'm not a doctor. This is not that kind of lab coat.
I have seen this effect, but that one was riding a unicycle, and you could cure that effect just by honking a clown horn.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, you have neither of those things, unfortunately. So
Yeah, these were definitely not riding unicycles.
unless you can convince me on how within your inventory you can produce
A car horn.
a car horn, a unicycle, and clown makeup.
I think that's in my clown's tools.
I don't see any clowns tools.
I
on
mean,
your
I do
inventory.
have
yeah.
performance.
You're just making that up.
Oh. No, you're right.
I mean,
I
it's
have no
possible
way-
somewhere in my features I could make a clown horn noise.
Yeah, but these ones weren't riding unicycles.
No. It would take me like, what?
Honestly, I think the unicycle is the hardest part. I think you guys actually have all the rest of the stuff. You would just need
Yeah.
to fabricate a unicycle.
I mean,
No. The brain creatures were riding unicycles, and those were the ones that caused the effect that you
Unfortunately,
could
no.
cure with a clown horn.
Yeah, in this case, no.
Well, I have neither clown horn nor smart stick for Hedrick. So, do we just carry him?
I guess. I mean,
Like,
we've left him
he-
once before, and
Ooh.
he came back though.
He's well. I don't want to leave him. He does have a tendency to
no.
come back. at
Yeah.
some point.
I don't think. I
Again,
think this
we
is
have
preemptive.
already done it.
Quinn's got thing.
I have counter charm, but that's preemptive, right? I have to cast that before any mind influencing effect.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, what
Yeah,
is
I
it?
can't-
Well,
I
we
can't.
read it. What does it say?
Well, the only thing I wrote down is disrupt mind influencing effects.
Okay, let's find out.
So I think that just means that I can stop it as it's happening.
Hell, you were the worst person to get. I see counter spell. There's no counter charm, but. Oh yeah, this also wasn't a spell.
Counter charm is not a spell.
I don't. Is counter charm? What is it?
It's a feat that I have as a bard.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
I think it just stops it from happening. It doesn't.
Yeah,
like
as an
cure somebody
action,
of it
I can
once it's
do a
already-
performance that lasts until the end of my turn while it lasts.
And it gives people advantage against
Any friend in
frightened or charmed.
earshot
right?
in 30 feet has advantage on saves being frightened
Yeah,
or
that's
charmed.
preemptive.
So
Okay.
never mind. I can give him more confusion.
I don't think he needs any more than that.
Humana.
Yeah, I can go that way. I
His
just
brain
can't go
is
the other way.
his brain is literally mush.
I can make you invisible. You
Very-
bring in a metal, I can make you burn.
I mean, he can't say anything.
can't.
He's just babbling over there.
And it's not is it a
drooling.
magical influence?
No.
So it's- yeah.
So,
I got it.
Hedrick, how much do you weigh?
165.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to carry him and jump these gaps. That's for sure.
Taste it.
Fudge.
165 pounds.
The one thing I will say, I will refuse to leave him because they did try to help me and stop me.
The second
before.
time that, to say that, yeah, you have a chance to redeem yourselves after leaving
Yeah.
Hedrick for dead in another cave. It's not.
I never did that.
That-
I was not there for that.
The counterpoint,
fair.
though, is he's already come back once.
Oh, Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
clearly,
Right.
Yeah, but we don't want him to come back a second time with another
Oh, Phil is
wife
having
and
such a
another.
hard time not talking. Yeah, right, exactly. Another wife, another
no.
who's from a faraway land who's just like,
Yeah. We already tried choice A. Let's try choice B now.
right.
do we take him back out with the other 3? Or do we-
Just
or do you-
stack him up like corn out there.
we're technically not leaving him. We're gonna come back. For
No, but you're just giving up on him, is what you're
But
doing.
what? I mean,
We're
does
leaving him
anybody
in
have
the
any
care
other
of an
ideas?
Omega Project scientist.
I mean, he's a liability if we carry him,
we can't cure him.
and the possibility. Of you
How long does it last
dying.
for? How long is he stunned for?
Would you like to make me a nature, history, or arcana check?
14.
Until a powerful spell is cast or a very particular ritual involving unicycles and
Clown horns.
and clown horns
Why do I keep saying?
and clown makeup happens.
So we already knew that.
Well, we need a unicycle and some clown makeup and a clown horn.
How
Um,
many
mean, I
hours
have-
would it take me to MacGyver a unicycle out of the remaining parts of the moon shoes?
with us together,
That is a great question.
with Zero and Paradil together, I think I could handle the clown horn.
I definitely have makeup. I do. I have my classy clothes.
I will say that because I've been rule of cooling this the whole time.
So cool.
It's going to take you guys the better part of maybe 3 to 4 hours
What?
to fabricate all of these things in the fashion
I'm gonna rules lawyer you on that,
that
because
the ritual requires. You're gonna rules lawyer my generosity.
Yeah.
Well, and maybe
I
You can
will,
make a
because
unicycle
I-
out of moon shoes.
I only need an hour to make a music box
Correct.
and a clown horn
It's simpler.
Okay. Okay.
and
Okay.
a unicycle. I would say is similar to a clockwork animal.
How
Because
big does the unicycle have to be?
I'm gonna disagree on the unicycle part. I will completely agree with you on the horn part.
Okay.
Have you ever seen those really tiny unicycles? Like, what if we just made a really small one
Yeah.
that Paradil could ride?
then
and
he
honk
only
his
wakes
clown
up a
horn?
little.
It would only need to be Paradil sized. It's one of you has to ride
Jarrell's
it.
not riding the
Right.
Yeah,
unicycle.
I thought he said the creatures were
Humana,
riding
humana,
these
humana,
unicycles.
I initially thought that as well. I was like,
Keeping
wait.
him honest.
We've been trying to correct this the whole way, but Fran,
right, so-
Fran is latching onto it in a certain way that I don't
It
think
says
we can
that I can
override.
speak falteringly, and I'm not really sure how that.
When your
considers-
intelligence is 0,
Yeah. Well, that's the caveat you just.
Right, you get halfway
Slapped
through
out,
your
yeah.
sentence. And then
Yeah. Hey, but I thought one of them was.
Peanuts.
I'm just saying, like, when you're incapacitated, you can't take actions or reactions. That includes free actions.
Well, I understand, like laying on the ground, but I can still make sound.
Yeah, it's just unintelligible.
like taste it.
You have no intelligence.
Talking about fudge.
yeah, your brain is literally mush. You're capable of drooling and grunting, pretty much.
Mom's the word.
Well, I mean, again, not fully mum, just drooling and grunting and hummina.
All right, so after 4 hours, do we have a unicycle?
I mean, yeah.
We're gonna stay here for 4 hours.
Wow, he's like he says it as he's yawning. This
Right.
fucking guy.
Yeah, because thanks for all the contributions you're making here, Quinn.
So wait, he is providing the makeup.
Killed a
Who
brain.
is- who is
I
wearing
did
the
provide
makeup,
makeup.
riding the unicycle, and honking the horn? Because Jarrell's going to do a ceremony, but
I'm pretty sure you voted in Paradil for this.
Okay.
I'll do
So
it. even
Paradil
at
has a
8
clown
intelligence.
So Paradil.
To be fair, if Paradil's doing it, we don't have to use as much material on the unicycle.
Exactly.
We build it a little
Right.
smaller.
Right. So I'm just gonna set the scene here for a second. Okay. So Jarrell actually has a page on this particular ritual. Now it's exceedingly rare,
You
and
can fit this all into just one page.
yes, but
Front and
it's
back.
two-sided.
Yeah. We were on the same page on that. We were on the same page.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good.
That was terrible,
Super
but
contrived, but it's
I'm okay with it.
So
It's the best I can come up with.
yeah,
right
it's
now.
okay. Jarrell is narrating the instructions to you as you mount the unicycle. So, like, as he's
All right,
shouting,
Paradil,
yeah.
mount the unicycle.
Mounting unicycle, check.
All right, Quinn, put the makeup on him now.
Oh,
Paradil, keep
Wait,
balance.
The
while-
makeup goes on after I
Yes, yes, listen. Now put the makeup on him, Quinn.
I never thought my
Quinn just put the makeup
As
on.
Quinn
me.
starts to take longer, Jarrell is honking the clown horn.
what is
I'm
dude
reading
here?
the instructions. What do you
Dude
want
just
from
like
me?
showed up. I inaudibly speak over the honking, but nobody can actually hear anything of what I say because Jarrell is just.
All right.
Thank you for that.
I'm
So I put the makeup on Paradil.
Okay.
Great. So I'm just gonna do two things here.
Meanwhile, I'm monologuing while nobody can hear
This is
me.
just so entertaining for me. Yeah, this is so entertaining for me. Paradil, make me a very basic acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check with the
Oh, he's gotta balance
pumpkin
on
spice
the-
latte.
Sure. You know, with the
You
PS.
said very basic, right?
Yeah, very basic.
Okay.
very basic.
And what kind of check was this again?
So
Acrobatics.
basic. Yay.
That is a 21.
Yeah, you're perfectly maintaining balance on this unicycle. And Quinn, make me a sleight of hand check.
For how good it looks, or just
How about you're able to apply the makeup while
Yeah.
he's balancing on the unicycle?
what is it? Sleight of hand? 12.
It's good enough because he's keeping such good balance.
Yeah.
It's probably passable.
And now that the makeup is complete, Jarrell hands Paradil the horn. All right, now honk it 3 times.
And say,
One more time. Say Hazul!
Huzzoo!
And honk it 5 more times.
Hedrick, you gain 1 point of intelligence.
Wait, do I get any back?
Yes, you do too.
Okay, I get
You
one.
get 1.
I get one back. All right, cool.
A whole 1.
Or do
So
they each get half
think-
a one?
the modifier hasn't changed, but you know, you feel better about yourself.
Certainly do.
Head. Rick. Sick.
Oh, at least he's not saying GARP.
Yes. And now I'm gonna make Phil essentially roleplay a 1 intelligence character.
Tessa.
Wow.
Primal
Wait,
instinct.
Quinn hears that.
Primal instinct.
She got all up in his brainstem.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Wow. Just wow.
So you now are, I mean, for the most part, a full party.
Now I really
I
am
didn't
a-
say whole, I just said full. So what do you do now?
Jarrell will jump the gap,
Great.
Mind the gap.
the next gap.
Jarrell,
Mhm.
make me a strength saving throw.
Oh no.
12.
Ooh boy.
Oh boy.
As you are leaping across this pit,
Mhm.
the wall from the right side slides out
Oh, great.
and slams you against the opposite wall.
Mm-hmm.
Squish?
Yes.
No,
Jarrell go squish?
no.
Oh.
You're able to like use your strength to kind of like stop the momentum a little bit, but you're gonna take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Squishy
Okay.
damage.
Squish.
And you need to make me one more strength saving throw.
Okay. Damn it. 15.
It's enough to grab onto one of the rocky outcroppings,
Mhm.
but you're stuck. You're like hanging from the wall, and you've definitely just taken a pretty big squish.
Ouch! Squish.
And you see the wall beginning to like reset into the side of the cave.
Okay. So now do I have to push off to jump to the full rest of the gap?
Yes.
Okay.
I will. This will require an athletics check because you are hanging from a rocky wall.
Yeah. 22.
Yeah. Okay. You make it there, but you're definitely a little bruised up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ouch.
I mean, it just took my temporary hit points, so I just look like I have like a bit of a shiner. That's it.
Oh yeah, nice. I forgot about the Hedrick inspiring leader.
Yep.
So, Hedrick, I would imagine since he was laying on the ground, he is just now starting to make sense of what he's looking at as much as he can.
Uh-huh.
So, he's just going to like slowly stand up, and then he's gonna like look at his clothes and like touch his clothes, and now like look at his belongings, and then he pulls out like, you know, there's probably either the drum or the flute is the easier to grab, and
or the
he's
penny
just
whistle.
like feeling it, just kind of like hits the drum, you know.
Jarrell sees him doing this and tries to throw the rope back for Paradil to tie up
To
Hedrick.
To Hedrick. I've got 9 intelligence, and I can infer what's going on.
that's good.
So I'm gonna glance at these figures around me. Do I recognize them with one intelligence?
Yes.
Okay, so I regard them as friendly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say maybe your speaking capabilities are very limited, and your cognitive, just your general cognitive
Hedrick not
intelligence
much in
abilities.
cognitive faculties.
Yeah. Again, it's just your intelligence. If you think about it, right? Your wisdom and constitution and dexterity
That's
and
fine.
strength,
Okay, good.
charisma. You may be really dumb right now, but you're still charming as hell.
Well, I wasn't sure as far as, you know, history is intelligence, but I remember these guys. That would be more real life.
I'm gonna say
kind of
very
experience.
short-term
So
memory
that's-
we're working
that's
with right now.
wisdom. That's
Yeah.
that's going to be all wisdom.
Right,
Okay,
but it's also just very short-term memory we're working with right now.
very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
You're in a cave with your
I'm
friends.
playing with my drum, while Paradil is wrapping a rope around me, and I'm just kind of watching him and moving my arm up so he can get the rope around. us, and
It's okay, Hedrick.
just holding the
We'll,
drum.
Right.
we'll get you across this chasm.
All
You
he wants
just-
to do is just
You just play with your little drum.
yeah. All he wants to do is just
And,
bang on his drum all day.
Yeah, he don't want to work.
Perhaps
Ah,
we
the
should
run
do
grin.
something about the wall trap before we send him across.
I would suggest it. Kind of hurt.
Squish
So
damage.
you're putting the rope before the trap is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
The rope is between the chasm and the trap.
Maybe leave some slack in the rope. Just
Okay,
saying.
so the rope is now across the chasm.
Yeah.
Who is grabbing it? Because Jarrell's throwing it.
I threw it to Paradil.
Yeah, and I tied the rope to Hedrick.
Great. Now Hedrick,
Yes. Leave slack. Please.
Hedrick
Yeah.
is now tethered. There's about 15 feet of slack.
Okay, good.
I don't think Hedrick would struggle with the rope, since he has like his immediate fix with the drum. The secondary stuff is he's just gonna go along with you guys. He's just kind of getting pulled.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Not
guide
quite
Hedrick.
pulled. I'm just making sure that if he falls, I can bring it back up.
Okay. Yeah, so Hedrick, I think you're gonna need to try to jump across this thing.
I don't think he can jump it.
I mean,
'Cause
he's
the
got
only
this-
reason I could jump is the strength.
What's your strength score?
0. I mean, it's a
Oh, no, it's 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can jump 10. You have a long jump of 10 feet.
yeah.
But this is longer than that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Before we send anybody else in the trap, I think we should hold up. I'd like to go to the was it the right side just before the chasm?
Yep.
And try to
Make me an investigation check.
yes. 13.
13. It's hard to find what kind of mechanism is causing this trap to function.
Zero starts looking around, but I imagine not finding much of anything because
Nope.
there shouldn't be a lot kicking around here.
Right. Very difficult to find anything that
Yeah.
that triggers it that you can see.
An ingenious trap.
But there are still boards that.
No, those boards got crushed.
Oh, by the wall.
Yeah.
To bejesus
Oh.
back.
Damn.
Oh,
I didn't know that was gonna. Yeah, I didn't know that happened.
thanks,
Yeah, those got
Jarrell.
crushed.
I didn't realize
What had happened was
Those are gone.
that.
Yeah, I have no way to get over now.
Are there's boards behind you, and there's boards behind me. Zero, do you think you could bridge the gap with a new set of boards? We don't want to get stranded here.
no. What are your guarantees that we won't lose this extra set of boards and leave us down 2 sets?
Well, we have to figure out the trap first, make sure it doesn't break the other one.
Okay, so let's worry about the trap and then we'll figure out the boards.
Yeah, because that way you don't have to jump and I don't have to pull you.
So I'm just a little confused as to how Hedrick would be making decisions at this point because if he's not smart, but he still has like his wisdom.
Is he neutral stupid right now?
Yeah, well, his wisdom is 10, so there's no modifier.
You can perceive
on
things
that. Yeah,
decently enough,
but like,
averagely.
what would actually influence?
I don't know. What skills
Hedrick's
do you
decision.
have under
Well,
those
all right,
abilities?
so I'm listening to them speak.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'm picking up on clues as to what they're talking about.
Yeah, there's a few familiar words.
Okay, so I think Hedrick would walk over and cast mending on these boards.
The board. I mean, these boards have been smashed and have like collapsed down into like a 50-foot pit.
Oh, okay. Well,
So maybe he still does that, and they mend themselves at the bottom of the
What's
pit.
the range on mending?
30 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
So no.
No.
Yeah.
Jarrell will signal to Zero. He'll say, Zero, catch this. And he'll throw a piece from his dragon set chest. One,
One chess piece.
a knight over to Zero. And see if Zero can catch it.
Yeah, you catch it.
Okay.
It's easy enough.
Nothing happens?
Zero catches it.
No, nothing.
Okay.
The rope didn't affect it either.
I've got an idea.
Okay. What's your idea?
How much does Hedrick weigh?
165.
Okay.
Humana.
How about, and Zero, what is your strength score?
Zero's, let's see, a +3. He has a 16 strength score.
Okay. Say Zero and I do the thing that like your dad does in the swimming pool, like, where you, like
Oh, you heave him.
boost, and
Yeah.
like you jump, and we like create
You're
like a
throwing.
hand. We have a hand
Yeah, your hands are
platform for
cupped, yeah.
Hedrick,
Yeah.
so it's like half our strength and half Hedrick's jumping ability.
And you just like launch him over the pit?
Yeah, we launch
Sure.
him over the pit.
Before we get into that, I want to look up something.
Okay.
Paradol, how are you describing to Hedrick what it is you would like me to do?
Doesn't sound
Hedrick,
like he is.
Hedrick, you jump off our hands. We make hand for your feet.
I have a better idea.
Yeah, okay. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna cast Bull's Strength on Zero, which gives him advantage on strength checks
And?
doubles his carrying capacity.
Perfect.
Oh, okay, great.
Is that, I think that's a
Yeah,
smarter idea.
that's wonderful.
Hedrick is going to dimension door next to Jarrell. Like he realized the task was to get me across.
Right.
Yeah, you
just-
see he like literally
Just
just
left Zero.
this
Oh,
portal
after
appear
all
out
that.
of thin air. He just steps through it and then appears next to Jarrell. And then the door disappears.
And then he waves back at Paradol, Zero, and Quinn.
Hey, Hedrick. How you doing, bud?
So could you have done that to other people as well?
No.
Did
Oh,
the rope
actually,
Did the rope come with him?
I think you can. Hold on.
So yeah, so not only is Hedrick over there,
Wait.
the rest of us could have also been over there, And the rope's over there.
He's not that smart.
It took me a couple tries. I wanted everybody to like start.
You can
doing
also bring
things before I figured it out.
One willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity.
Super
The creature
willing.
must be within 5 feet of you when you cast this
It was
spell.
Very willing.
probably Paradol, unless you were right next to me.
I don't know.
Did you try to reach out and grab me?
I didn't know what you were doing.
He's been disgusted by you this whole
Yeah,
time.
and I haven't. I haven't been able to like get a word in edgewise. You know.
Aha!
It's my favorite way to get a word in.
Edgewise?
Yeah.
So Hedrick, let's just suffice it to say that you went by yourself. Okay. Go ahead.
I wonder, does that wall weigh more than 5,000 pounds?
I mean, there's only one way to find out. Why you
Paradol
say
jumps
that.
across.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yep.
Paradol, make me a strength saving throw.
It's 14.
Okay. Ooh, you're lucky I rolled very low. You're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Is it a failed saving throw?
It is a failed saving
I'm
throw.
gonna re-roll it.
Oh, nice. Right, you have that ability. That's worse. That's worse. So yeah, you take
And
5.
I'm gonna use the inspiration that Phil gave me before.
It's a D10.
Okay.
That's better.
13 plus.
It's a 17.
Okay. Never mind.
Cool.
Zero is going to rack reason on his back,
Uh-huh.
remove the immovable rod from the forestock of it,
Aha.
tie a string around the immovable rod, reach his arm out, put it in front of the wall trap,
Okay.
and activate it.
Okay, so
Oh.
now it is just stood there.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
stood there, and it the rod can hold up to. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread it. 8,000 pounds of weight.
Perfect. Okay. The immovable rod is now in place.
Good.
Before you jump,
Yep.
can you take me with you?
Just use the board.
I mean, your
You
carrying
won't break
carrying
There's no
capacity
boards.
is doubled.
There's boards,
boards are
on
gone.
carrying
either
capa-
side of us.
Yeah,
There's
you're-
2 more.
I could pick
pits.
up the boards from behind us.
However, his carrying capacity has doubled, and I'm willing
Well,
to
no,
bet
I haven't.
that
We haven't cast that yet.
he can carry. Oh, I thought you already gave him bull strength.
No, he jumped and did that thing before
After
I did
okay.
you did.
that. I never did anything.
Okay.
No, I have to do all of the stuff. I didn't do any of it.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't
There's
like
stuff
There's,
to
there's
do.
a rigmarole for it.
There's
I
a
see.
rigmarole. I love that you say that.
Yeah.
Love that word. Rigmarole.
Rigmarole.
Love it.
Has an extra R in there.
Rigmarole.
Yeah, it's
So because it's
rigmarole.
very rigorous.
Yeah.
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 It's a rigorous roll. Anyway,
It's a rigorous morale.
but I am planning on casting it
okay.
as long as he takes me with him. Are you taking me
What
with
say you, Zero?
yeah, if you're going to be casting that, I'm happy to be able to bring you with me on the vault across.
Does Zero say, "Do you trust me"?
Are you really?
No, because I don't care.
Whoa.
So I
Sacrifices, after all.
I take 2 pointer fingers above my head, and I just go, and I touch him on the shoulder.
And what does that specifically do to me then?
Advantage
you
on
have
strength
Bull's
checks.
strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have strength on advantage on strength checks and double your carrying capacity.
Okay. Good. Then I grab him with the right arm and 10 feet
I put my
run.
I put my arm around his neck and my other arm around his chest.
Yeah, that's good.
Very like damsel like.
Totally.
and 10 feet of run up and vault across.
Yep, you do, and you see that as the trap triggers, it pins itself against the immovable rod and
Yep.
does not continue forward.
Nice job.
Nice. Okay, good. I can leave the immovable rod there.
Forever?
Well, I could. I would have to push a button on the immovable rod to deactivate it.
I see.
And now I am 10 feet away from it.
That is correct.
Right. We can get it on the way back, Zero.
Exactly. That's my thought.
Okay, I hope you remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Thanks, big boy.
Bull boy.
Anything
boy.
For the,
Thanks,
anything
bull
for
boy.
the team.
Hedrick's
Does that-
happy that we're all standing on the same platform again. He's going to start playing his drum, and he's going to look at Jarrell. And he's just going to focus and just... and try to inspire him as best he can with a rhythmic beat on his drum, which is like his new favorite thing.
That is really creepy.
But you feel inspired nonetheless. It's
Cool.
oddly charming.
Should I jump this one, Zero? I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, you got this. You can make it.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Should we? You want to look for a trap first?
Yes, I would like to investigate
other
this,
side?
This one now. Yeah,
Make me an investigation check.
11.
No visible mechanism.
I am the world's greatest detective.
Does
Did
your
you change
say
the
that?
mug?
Are you carrying the mug?
I'm just
yeah,
asking.
in fact, yes, I do change the mug for the moment
Okay.
because I know it's going to be at least a day before I'm back at the airship.
Sure.
So I do change it to world's greatest detective.
Is
and
it,
I
is it
step
an
away.
intelligence save, right?
Ah!
It's wisdom. It's wisdom.
It's a wisdom save against the
Against
mug of the boss?
The mug is a wisdom saving throw of 15.
Everybody make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jarrell's gonna jump.
No, I know. I just still want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I believe he's the world's greatest detective. and
no.
airship
Are you
pilot.
choosing to fail to save?
Yes.
Okay.
Hedrick nat 1.
Okay.
I also nat one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What is tonight?
Bardic failure.
Bardic failure. We just totally
That's
trust in
bardic
all of your.
buy-in.
Yeah, bardic buy-in.
However, Paradil has passed this with flying colors, it seems.
Okay.
So, everyone but Paradil believes that you are the wow, the world's greatest
detective.
detective. Yeah.
So
Good thing we
Yeah.
brought Sherlock Holmes with us.
Batman.
Homina, homina.
Sherlock Holmes.
Clues.
yeah,
And I'm
just
even
trying to
Batman.
reread it. When you show the mug, they must succeed. 15, or they will perceive you to actually be the best. On a failed save, you gain advantage on charisma checks with that creature.
Yep.
Okay.
I think he always had
Yeah,
advantage
so
on
he-
charisma checks with Jarrell.
Yeah.
You don't need an item for that, baby.
Yep. Doesn't say anything about if they succeed, so you can believe whatever you want.
So I just imagine
But-
you starting to look at stuff, and then you squirt a little bit of oil in this mug, and then as you sip it, we all
Yeah.
catch a glance, and it sees something
Right.
we want.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
yeah, and I'm just
Paradil's
doing
unconvinced.
sipping from it pensively as I contemplate how I'm going to continue to investigate this.
Sure. Okay.
And Jarrell jumps.
Okay. It hits, the thing hits the immovable rod and then resets and you make it across just fine.
Oh,
The one behind us did that.
Oh, so you were going across another one?
yeah.
I
we're
forgot. You were
continuing
already
to
on
go
the other
forward,
side.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That's what I was investigating is the one ahead.
My apologies. Well, yeah, regardless, yeah, you find
Yeah.
nothing on this wall.
Yeah.
And you're just going to leap across. This one's 20 feet across.
Can I make 20 feet if I have 20 strength?
Oh, then yeah, you can make it exactly that.
Then perfect.
Okay. Yeah, you make it
Well,
across
then perfect.
with no issue.
Jarrell flexes on the other side.
Flexes?
Yes.
What does the ceiling of this place look like?
Stalactites mostly. Very jagged.
Stalactites.
Stalactites.
Does this?
I got the tight part right.
You did.
Because the mites, like, you might step on them.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. That's how I remember that.
There's nothing between this gap, this 20-foot gap.
There are some boards.
There are boards.
Uh-huh.
20-foot long, 20-plus foot long boards.
Jarrell still has the rope on Hedrick. Right? His
I
gate,
mean-
his
Yeah.
gate didn't mess with that,
I
right?
caught up with
Yeah,
you,
you,
and then
you
you
do.
jumped,
There's some
so-
slack still.
Are these platforms pretty level with one another?
More or less?
And are they more or less not level to the degree that the one we're standing on is higher, or more or less lower?
Oh, no. In that case, it's mostly level.
Okay.
There may be a slight, ever so slight, like, pitch or grade to this, like, cavern,
Okay.
but it's not, it's mostly flat.
I'm gonna take my rope and tie it around a crossbow bolt, and try to shoot the bolt at the ceiling above the far platform.
Okay. Yeah, shoot. Make me an attack roll.
That is a 10 to hit.
Okay. The bolt unfortunately just clacks off a rock, and then comes sailing down. You can reel it back in.
I'm gonna try it once more.
Sure.
No.
That's better. You find it's a nat
That's
20.
a nat 20.
Yeah, you find the perfect shot.
All right,
Yeah,
great.
it is firmly in the ceiling.
All right.
Burn.
And
I'm gonna.
Taste it.
And Dave for the win.
all right, Hedrick.
Wow.
All right, Hedrick.
just wow.
Grab onto this rope and try to swing across. Do you understand?
Dimension door.
Do you understand?
I believe I understand.
Okay.
Like I see like the dangle of the rope and everything. So I will take a 10-foot run up and try to swing my.
I'm gonna
way
say you
across.
do it just fine.
Okay, so you shot it above
The far platform.
the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not quite the apex of the swing. I mean, that's the end, but then there's a little bit of overshot.
The ceiling.
First of all, it's called a nadir.
Nadir.
Yeah.
My
The-
mistake.
The ceiling begins to rumble after you make it across.
Okay.
Hurry up, Boo Boy! And I just jump on his chest.
And he hops on.
Is there
Zero's
anybody
chest.
left to go across?
Just us?
Peridot.
Just us?
No,
and
no,
Peridot.
no.
I mean, Peridot hasn't made it. He just shot the arrow.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
he went
with a
across
bolt.
already.
I think Hedrick's like still excited. He's got like one rope around his waist, one rope like in his hand. He's gonna kind of tie one rope to the other and then bring this drum out again, and he's gonna play the drum for Zero.
Yeah, so now you can't tell if it's the ceiling that's rumbling or just the drum he's playing.
Or my stomach.
So Zero, you're
Yeah, rumbly and you're tumbling.
Zero doesn't think he can leap 20 feet because player Dave, who's piloting him, knows he only has a 16 strength,
Right.
and that bull's strength won't up his strength score.
No.
So instead, he's going to lower a shoulder and charge across the boards.
Sure.
Okay.
You make it.
I'm still on you.
Yeah,
Now, at this point, it's just Peridot on the other side.
yeah.
The ceiling begins to start more violently shaking.
I'm going to step 2 feet onto the boards and jump the rest of the way across.
You do that, and as you do that, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
You got this.
Oh,
Yes, he does.
That's a
We've
natural.
been-
We've been
That's
natting
another nat
both
20.
ways a lot.
You easily avoid the collapsing ceiling, and the pathway behind you is now blocked.
Son of a bitch.
So we can't get back where we came from.
I mean, we could.
From
but
what-
we have
from
to get
here.
forward.
Sure,
out.
sure. What is ahead of us at this point?
So you have to find a new way to get that immovable rod back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The only path forward is sort of is a path that goes straight ahead a little bit and then curves off to the left, and you can hear the sounds like steam almost releasing from like a tube, and like almost like a whistle as it's like exiting metal, as well as like the thumping of like maybe some sort of like grinding of some sort of servos and gears as like some large machinery is like further into this cavern.
What could it be?
Yeah, you wonder what it could be. Yeah, you wonder, right?
I'm wondering.
What could it be?
What is it?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to tell you next week on the
all
Hapless
right.
Heroes podcast.
Okay.
Come on.
Fine.
Just a little bit more.
Fine.
So, friends, if you enjoyed this show, and if you just enjoyed the show in general, and if this is your first time joining us, holy shit, welcome. You can find us on the internet We're on such places as Twitter and Instagram. It's at Hapless Heroes. We have a Facebook and subreddit, just Hapless Heroes Podcast. You could also just drop us a line at our email, haplessheroes@gmail.com. However, many of these places, or you can even just email me and I'll tell you, will point you to our Discord server, where you can interact with us, talk about crazy things, share pictures of your animals, and talk about D&D, or debate about useless topics.
Is a dictionary a book? Is a hot dog a sandwich? Are the Muppet Babies superheroes? Is a closet a room?
Yes, and yes.
Is it?
Just a sample of the amazing discussions you have. Phil also, shares a lot of the artwork he makes. A lot of our listeners share some of the things they've been creating lately. Like, just come talk to us. It's a pretty cool place to hang out. And if you really, really like us, you can leave us. If you really like us, you can leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. We've just been so pleased and humbled by all of your kind words that you out there on the internet have told us. It really puts the wind in our sails. It really makes us want to put out the best show we possibly can for you, even after 3 years, we're still a bunch of fucking amateurs.
I would like to tell whoever's out there, stop the death threats at least. The compliments are good. The death threats
And
don't.
what was the deal with that white powder? You guys sent us a letter, and there was nothing inside.
How
but
did you
this
even
dust.
get my address? But if you really, really like us,
I snorted it.
You could not send us anthrax and instead donate to our Patreon.
Explains a lot.
It's just patreon.com/haplessheroes. We have a lot of fun rewards, behind the scenes audio, the contents of James's notebook from episodes 1 through 100, and many, many, many other rewards that we are going to continue to add to as soon as we keep finding stuff to give away to you.
I'll name one of my burps after you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's at any donation level.
Any donation level.
Fear not.
And if you-
Best 8 cents I ever spent.
Shit. Okay. And if you like us, right now you like us, Sally Field and the whole deal.
I do. You should too.
Go out into a calm meadow and pluck yourself a blade of grass and put it between your thumbs as you do, and you blow between it and cast a magical Wiccan earth spell over the nature around you, and cast a magical animal spell over the insects and the birds and the slithering snakes and earthworms, and make them all rise and march through the streets and make everyone listen to our podcast.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess the only thing I have left to do is outro this amazing cast for you. To my right is John playing Lord Jarrell the Light.
Until next time.
Zach as Peridot Lincoln Woods.
Taste it.
Dave.
I'm just stealing Phil's line. I'm taking ownership of that. It was too good. I'm sorry, Phil. I'm Columbusing that line.
Oh, wow. Too real.
Wow.
Dave as Zero, Valen's Avatar of War.
I miss my rod.
Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer, the very much less intelligent, temporarily.
I'm gonna get around to doing something next episode.
And Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
Your arms are so cuddly.
I'm Francesco. I've been your host and DM. We will see you next week. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good
So
night.
long. Taste it.
Peter Tork.
I think you're like Lenny from A Vice and Men.
The rabbits, George.
Taste it, Peter Tork.